Hello everybody, this is Momo from the Momo Zone here on YouTube. I hope you're having a great day. Today's episode is going to be called The Future Belongs to Them. I had a person contact me a little while ago, a little 15-year-old girl from Norway. So we're going to be digitally flying out to Norway so that we can meet her. Her name is Heidi. And I got to tell you that right away, when she started getting in contact with me, I had no idea she was a 15-year-old girl. I just found that her whole tone, her letters, the maturity, the pureness that was coming across from what she was writing me completely just got to me, you know. And then when I started getting in contact with her and I said, wow, we should be talking on a webcam, etc., etc., I just realized that, you know, her responsibility factor and just the way she was coming across was just so professional, sweet, just caring in a way that, you know, you don't always see people on YouTube, kids especially, that act in this way. And not to say anything bad about kids on that are out there on YouTube, but so we're gonna get to meet her. I got to talk to her about some really interesting stuff. We talked about politics, we talked about global warming, we talked about you know, all kinds of stuff that happens on the net. And wait until you feel this conversation we had. It really enlightened me, you know. She's got a kind of a genuine appreciation and sweetness for life, and the kind of awareness that I think is a shining example for not just other kids out there, but for adults or any human being that is part of the planet Earth. So, Heidi, I want to thank you again. It's absolutely was a thrill to be in contact with you and have this conversation. And Heidi will be part of the Accelerator Tour live on webcam. So she will be one of the people that will be on the webcam for the Accelerator Tour that will be following us around. And I'll keep you posted on that. And in closing, do not forget to watch part 2 with Heidi, because this was really funny. I had asked her something to do about, you know, what her favorite bands were and whatnot, and she knew a band out there called Simple Plan. So I was able to get in touch with my buddy Jeff, the guitar player from the Simple Plan band, and we kind of all got together, and you got to see the look on her face. You got to see how believing stuff and just taking the moment, and if you can make stuff happen, you know, and you have the possibility and you have the connection and you have the ability to make something happen, then you react on it right away. You jump on it, you make it happen. And that's what happened here with this whole Heidi Simple Plan and Momo Zone thing, which is in part 2. So don't forget to watch that. So on that note, I wish you guys an absolute great day. Thank you for everybody who keeps writing and subscribing. So, peace out, my friends. Have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.
I watched some of your videos, and I was just amazed. It was awesome.
I remember you wrote to me, and I said, damn, this is absolutely incredible. What an amazing person. And then I found out that, you know, you were 15, and as I was reading your letter, I was saying, how is it possible that a 15-year-old girl is talking to me like this when I can feel this kind of calm, serene, really, you know, smooth kind of intelligent talk. And the more I got to speak to you, the more I realized. And now that I see you in person, you know, I can see that my vibes were 100% right. What's life out in Norway like as opposed to what you think is happening here in North America?
I don't really think we have so much violence and like a lot of dramatic things yet, but it's coming. I don't really think there's any huge difference between North America and Norway.
You feel that there seems to be less violence, less drama.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because we haven't gone that far yet. The way it seems like it's kind of evolving. You understand me? So I think Norway will become like America pretty soon with time. But so it kind of worries me. But until that, I'm just enjoying it, you know.
You think that has something to do with maybe like technology?
I think it's more the media. The media hasn't really began reflecting everything like they have in America. Because when I watch like news from America, I feel like all I see is just kind of, it's shooting, it's murder, it's threats, it's all those kind of things. We don't really have that much of it in Norway. The media kind of focuses on different things.
You've been on YouTube, you've searched around, you've looked around. What's your opinion on the fact that all these kids, there's so much hate stuff?
I don't have words. It's just, I don't understand how people can actually enjoy doing that, because I don't really see the point, because you only hurt other people. And I mean, it's okay if you don't like something, it's okay if you kind of feel in that mood, but you don't, that prejudgment, it's just the way they are, the attitude, everything.
Why do you think that kids resort to something like this?
I'd say it's many reasons. Maybe it's kind of the environment they grow up in, like with friends and gangs, or it can be, I've seen many cases of where the parents have actually been not the best developed. Maybe it's because the world just seems pretty depressing right now. It's turning like cold and unfriendly, and people really don't learn how to love each other like they did before.
This is beautiful. You are saying some amazing stuff, you know, and this is why what you are saying is I totally believe in. You're saying that, you know, the state of the world is pretty depressing because of a lot of the negative news, right? And I say that when you have a young adult and they have no goals, no drives, not really knowing what they want to be when they grow up, if I can say, this doesn't help at all to figure out, you know, how to be a nice person, or, you know, because you got to focus. And, you know, that's why I'm so thrilled to have met a person like you, because, you know, at your age, for you to be so caring, so bright and you know, and positive, this is what other people out there need to follow.
One thing I don't really understand, because when you when you're rude to people, insult them, it might be just to get attention. People will just hate you back, you know. So basically, you're putting yourself in a hate position.
Exactly, and it's a vicious circle, you know. And sometimes what happens is I find people are in so deep into their own stuff that they're embarrassed to go back, you know. So it's like, you know, well, you've said too many bad things, or you've acted badly too many times, so now nobody's going to accept me if I come back anyway, so why should I? I might as well stay bad, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that if you ask for forgiveness, or if you feel that you've made a mistake or you've been negative, and you just go up to that person and say, you know what, I think I made a mistake, I'm sorry, you know, let's start again. If there was more of that, I think it would be a lot better, don't you?
I completely agree.
On world issues out there, how do you feel about what you see that is happening out there?
I feel like the world is kind of moving down, negative sort of stuff, most of it. We have global warming, we have crime, we have everything. I feel like humans are really ruining the planet and themselves. And I can tell you this, I've spent nights up trying to think out solutions, something that I can tell other people, but it's kind of hard to turn it, because to turn it, everyone in the whole world has to do it, and at least a lot of people. So I think a major problem is that people feel like, oh, I'm just one person, I can't do anything. But there are like millions of people thinking the same thing. So if someone could make all of them think that, oh, I'm not alone, I can do this, then maybe we could do something. As a person, maybe just try to be nice to people, try to listen, try to do your best, and yeah, just by doing that, you've made the world a little better place.
I so agree with you. It's so beautiful what you're saying. In one of my episodes, I was saying if one person just helped one person, and everybody did that, at the same time, there would be millions of people being helped, no matter what it is. Even if you gave 25 cents to a guy on the street, if you reached out and helped your neighbor, if you did something, and it's exactly what you're saying, things, and I think the news and the image that is being painted on the world is going to affect how everybody feels and how they act. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And you are part of the generation that are going to be stuck with everything that we have left behind for you. And this is why I'm really concerned, I mean, do you fear for your future?
Kind of, to be honest. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen, everything. The world is scary, but I just try to take one day at a time, like try not to worry too much, but I know I'm gonna face problems sooner or later. We're all gonna, and one thing that kind of confuses me is it's people, a lot of people out there that don't see it coming. It confuses me because I can see it coming and I'm 15 years old. It's adult people who actually can't see what they're heading towards. They can't see that what is happening with the world. It seems like they're blind or something. It really upsets me because a lot of those people get on the news and they have speeches and they make people listen to them, They're affected by it and they just, it makes me feel like I want to do something about it, but it's kind of hard.
You are such an amazing little human being. I tell you, you are blowing me away right over here. I don't know if I'm gonna laugh or I'm gonna cry. If you had to say something to all these adults out there that are really acting worse than those negative kids or are acting like a bunch of kids, what would it be? Like, give me some words for them.
Try to see what's out there. You can't just live right now and say, oh, everything's gonna be okay, that's not my problem. You really gotta look. Try to get some information on it, try to watch something. I don't know, you can't just expect everything to solve itself. You gotta think forward.
I can see your future being anything you want it to be, making your parents, your family proud, and especially yourself. My vibes from me and anybody who I'm sure is watching you is going to say, oh my God, they broke the mold when they made you. That is for sure. It's, and I'm so honored and proud to be in contact with such an incredible human being like yourself. This is just too much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're really flattering me.
No, but I can't even say enough. Your parents must be very, very proud of you. And Lord knows if I had a daughter, I'd want her to be just like you, because you are really something. You are really something special. Let's just talk about a couple more things here. Global warming. What's your opinion on that, and what's your knowledge on that and your opinion on that?
Yeah, they're talking about it pretty much actually, because we have these ice glaciers, and I just saw something in the news. It was like the ice glaciers are melting and they're melting with huge speed, and people react to this, and we're also seeing changes in the weather in Norway. The winters are cold and wet and almost no snow, which it usually is. The spring is really, it's just, the flowers, spring, early summer flowers actually bloomed in, I don't know, February?
Wow.
February or something. The summer has just been gray and rainy and almost no summer weather at all. And then I don't know how fall's gonna be, and I don't really know if I wanna know it, but I can guess we're gonna have kind of a late summer, so it will be hot in the fall too. The whole thing is just messed up. And I see in the news around the world, it's like storms, floods, everything just seems so unnatural. And my opinion is that no matter what other people say, I think it's because of the global warming. They can tell me whatever they want, but I stick with it. It just shows how messed up the nature is getting, and it's kind of a sign of what's going to happen. Just a small, tiny little sign, and yeah, if it's not like this now, then think about how it's going to be in 10 years, 20 years from now. It's going to be really,